Hello, this is going to be one of those videos that hardly anyone watches because it is so niche and probably pretty nerdy. It's one of those things that I've just wanted to do for ages, so I'm going to do it today. There is a film that whenever I watch it in the opening 5 minutes, I have to pause it just to look at the makeup, and that film is Silence of the Lambs. And the particular scene is the scene where Clarice Starling, who is Jodie Foster's character, goes into Jack Crawford's office and they're discussing her going to talk to Hannibal Lecter. And so her character is wearing some makeup, even though she's just done an assault course, which tells you a little bit about her. But it's so minimal and it's kind of glossy and glowy as if she has been running in it. So while she's there talking to Jack, the close-ups are like this on her face, and it is so incredible. She has a little bit of makeup on, but no mascara, and it's the most perfect kind of 90s makeup, and I'm going to do it today using, let's start with Hourglass Hydrating Gel. Then I'm going to take a glow cream. This one is from Herborian. You might have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, or you might have MAC Strobe Cream. Any of those are going to work. You don't need to buy another one if you already have one. I'm going to load up a buffing brush with the glow cream and then just work it over the top. She doesn't wear this makeup the whole way through the film. The lip gets stronger, brighter. The eye makeup gets a little bit more smoky. It's never sexy. There's hardly ever any mascara, but it definitely does get stronger and more powerful. At this particular moment, the makeup feels quite vulnerable because there's not very much on there, and she looks quite flushed and healthy and very young and innocent. When she first goes to see Hannibal Lecter, her hair is much more done and she looks much more stark. So it tells you a little bit about the character's journey, I think. The makeup artist on this film was Alan Weisinger, and he is like a film makeup artist, and if you look at his IMDb, so many credits, but I couldn't find him on social media, so I'm just giving him a name check here. Right, okay, brows. My brows are naturally a bit darker than hers. Hers are nothing. If there is any product on those brows, it is much, much lighter than what I naturally have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my foundation brush with what's left on it and just run it over the top of my brow. I'm not cancelling the brow out because they are there, but I do have some residual microblading, so it won't do any harm just to take them down a teeny weeny bit. Already looks more 90s, doesn't it? Next, you're going to need an eyeliner, or it could be a shadow stick. This one is Fauna by Beauty Pie, and it needs to be whatever colour natural shadow appears on you. So a little bit darker than, say, what you would use for a contour colour would work really well. So what we're going to do is put this just on the outside of the eye, like that. And it needs to feel smudgy. So take a brush and smudge it. Then use your finger to almost take it all off. And put a little dot just at the lashes on the outside edge. Then you're going to take the same colour and you're just putting it at the top lash line. We are going to tight line on the tops, but just a little of that. Just on the outside edge like that. And tap it. Next up, grey pencil. This one is from Iconic London. This one has like a fat liner on one end and a thin one on the other end, depending how small you're working. I'm tight lining, so we're going to use a fat one. I find that more comfortable. Just the top lashes. Now I'm going to take a dark grey eyeshadow. I'm actually going to use a liner brush, even though it's a shadow, because I want it really soft and really fine, and that's just going right at the lashes. Right, touch of concealer. This one is Shiseido. And we go quite high up here, but leave this on the outside. Now I'm going to take that fine liner brush again, and with what's left on it, I'm going to put it really close to the lashes. Just a fine line at the bottom. And we need a light eyeliner just on this inside bit here. Now with what's left on my original brush, which was the shadow stick, I'm just going to blend it, moving it downwards. So you get this kind of fade out here. I really don't expect anyone to recreate this or want to. I'm just doing it for fun. I just like doing it. Did you know that Jodie Foster's character was based on a woman that worked at the Behavioural Sciences Unit at the FBI in Quantico, and her name was Jana Moore, I think, and she was the only woman working in that unit, and she spent time with Jodie Foster, helping her get the feel of playing that character. And she had interviewed serial killers. So Jana Moore, she actually did interview the co-ed killer, Ed Kemper. And she interviewed a lot of serial killers doing a similar thing to what Clarice did in the film. Ed Kemper she interviewed him to try and help her find a particular killer. I was reading an article about it, quite interesting. Right, so that is really pretty much the eyes. Now I am going to wear this makeup today, so I'm just going to powder so that it stays on, but then I'm also going to put the sheen back in a minute. I just want it to last, you know. Next, we need to do cheek, maybe. Let me just consult my photos that I'm working from. Just powdered a teeny weeny little bit. Oh, can you see? I've had to fashion some kind of thing to attach my microphone to. It's all very professional over here. And it's actually a microphone cable that was just peeking around the edge. I've chosen for the cheek, this is Lip and Cheek from Milk, and the colour is Enigma. I'm going to feel more comfortable putting it on from a brush, actually. Has to look like a flush, so it's going to go down here. But as I don't have that lovely podgy cheek that I used to have, refer to my last video, which is about Botox and fillers, etc., and all the details are in there. Everything looks very cheekbony now, but it is what it is. Right, we're going to use this on the lip as well. But let's pop a little bit of liner on first. This liner is great. It's from Merit, and the colour is Bespoke. It's quite sheer. No overlining on this, actually almost underlining. Or don't line at all. And the lip is going to be the same. Then finally, take one little blob of this and you're going to put it here in a circle. So just lifted. It doesn't want to go down here, it has to go up. And then with a clean brush, push it in. and then rub your finger over it until it almost doesn't exist. Because that just gives you the tiniest bit of lift and warmth just there. And that is it. But we can put a little bit more glow on, can't we? Let's pop the glow on where the glow is, because she's been running. So the glow is here where I have some. And the glow is here. This is, by the way, Westman Atelier in the colour, it's called Lit Up, and it's the colour Nectar. I mean, you could use any glow product. Go back to the glow that you used earlier. That will do the job. It's just that this is in a very handy format for me. And then we've got some up here. And here. We had a bit anyway, but we'll just pop a little more. And then there's some down the nose as well. Use your finger because you don't want that kind of stripe that people put there. That always looks very odd. And that's it. But if you can't cope with absolutely no mascara, take a little bit of mascara and just rock it at the root, but don't flick it out. I'm just going to finish with a little bit of concealer. Use kind of quite a yellow tone to just pick up the light and reflect it a bit in that area. That's it. Should you ever be going to a costume party and you've got a friend that's going as Hannibal Lecter, you'll be sorted. All you need is a grey sweatshirt and some sweaty makeup, ready to go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye.